Today, first things first, just go check the waves. You know, hopefully, I mean, yesterday was all time with some of the best waves I've surfed out here in a minute. It was so good. Oh my gosh, did you see that barrel way up north end? And it's so trippy because every time you're like, oh, yesterday it was better at the low tide, and then the next day, maybe high tide just pumping. You know what I mean? It's just always different here. It's really weird. Like yesterday, I spent half the day in the water, pretty much. I spent like at least 4 hours in the water. That's why I'm so fried today. I got these jellyfish things all over.
Waves are good this morning. We're gonna get out there. It looks super fun. The mats, they always stay the same, you know, but when the waves are good, you gotta take advantage because they're not always good.
Right now, our HQ is obviously back home in California, and we come out here every time we have the free chance.
I love Cali too, don't get me wrong, but you know, the water's cold, it's often crowded, you know, the waves aren't as good over there, so surfing probably gives me some of the best feelings in the world close to competing.
I get like anxiety when I'm home too much, you know what I mean? Like if I'm there for a couple months, I feel the urge to come back so bad.
That's the difference between the young guns and Papa roots, huh? Gotta get quick stretches there.
Gotta put at least 2 or 3 minutes in. Yeah, so I started coming here in like the mid-90s. Kind of found this place and found some really good waves back then, and there was no one around. Me and a couple friends started buying some property. I just fell in love with it. I've been bringing Nicole and the boys out here since they were little, and my daughter since she was a baby, and we love it down here as a family. And yeah, the boys want to be able to come down here, you know, enjoy what they love about life. So we built a gym here, or I should say they did. We just surf and like to train, and the boys love it, and they want to share it with people.
Pretty much my version of paradise, you know, here in Costa Rica, Guanacaste to be more exact. It's kind of like where we've, you know, my brother and I, our whole family really just kind of fall in love with.
Since I was a little kid, my brother and I, we always come out to Costa once or twice a year for about a month. I feel like those trips is what kind of kept the balance for us as well, you know, from being burnt out on jiu-jitsu from a young age, be training, you know, whatever, 4 times a day, competing almost every weekend. You know, so those trips to Costa Rica were just mandatory for us. You know, we'd come back to training all fired up, and it's always a real healing experience.
It's just so peaceful, so quiet, you know, some of the best waves in the world, some of the best food in the world, and it's just my paradise for sure. We started surfing the same time we started jiu-jitsu. My dad, he was a blue belt at jiu-jitsu at the time and a great surfer, so he's shown us everything that we love to do nowadays.
Surfing is a very demanding sport, especially to be any good at it. Just like jiu-jitsu, there's levels to it, and most of their training is just surfing.
The more that they got better at surfing, the more it helped their jiu-jitsu.
They're a perfect combination.
Surfing requires a lot of conditioning, so they're out there holding their breath, getting held down, paddling for hours on end. Their balance is good. And I think that crossover's been very effective for the brothers.
Surfing's in their culture. It's another dimension to them. They're just not stuck in jiu-jitsu. It's the Huntington Beach, it's the Southern California culture. and they're a true epitome and definition of Southern California.
They're surfers that do jiu-jitsu, you know? That's what I think. Maybe they're jiu-jitsu guys that surf, but the boys, they're free spirits. They paddle circles around me and try to take my waves and have no respect, and I'm over it. That's life over here in the Rotolo house.
For ADCC 2019, we knew Ty was an alternate, and then the night that he was supposed to get an email, he's like, Mom, can you just check my emails for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like, okay.
There's a big surf contest that comes to town in Huntington Beach called the US Open, right? For me, it's like Christmas. There was this party going on after the US Open.
So I check his email, and I saw that he got the invite. And I went to go tell him that he got the invite, and he wasn't in his bed. And there was 2 geese stuffed, so it was like human bodies. I just remember shaking the bed. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, and I go to the other bed, and another geese stuffed full of clothes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill these kids.
I answer the call. She's like, Ty, where the hell are you? On the same night, I can't believe it, you got invited to ADCC. She's like, you asshole, you know?
It was like 1 in the morning. I'm like, get your ass home right now. You got invited to ADCC.
I put the phone down. I'm like, Cade, I got invited.
It was like a dream come true for Ty. I think Cade was a little like jealous, but he was like just so stoked that his brother had the opportunity to go perform. And it was, I want to say 6 weeks before ADCC, they got back on the mats and started training really hard. I've never seen Ty train so hard in his life.
I just remember them, they were there every day training hard.
He almost died on the weight cut. It was like one of the craziest weight cuts I've ever seen anyone do, really. You know, he went from like 175 to 145. He was already skin and bones.
For about a month and a half, I was just feeling like death. I was so excited to perform. You know, I did everything I possibly could to make sure that, you know, I'd perform the way I should have.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your men's minus 66 kilo division.
The competition almost didn't even matter to me how it went because I knew I had done everything in my power to do good. I was just ready to perform.
Representing the United States of America, Ty Rotolo.
There's just so many firsts happening at this event, and that's just another layer to this awesome competition. What match are you kind of looking forward to the most here, Mo?
I mean, if I had to pick, I'd say Kenny Maciel against Juan, Bruno Frazato with Ty. These are the ones personally I want to see.
Tired, yeah, but I feel great. I'm super stoked. I mean, a lot of people kept on saying like, oh, you have nothing to lose, but I was trained too hard to not win, you know. I do have a lot to lose, and I'm excited to be able to showcase my performance tomorrow.
Welcome everyone to beautiful Anaheim, California. We are here, of course, for the 2019 ADCC World Championship.
The last couple months, I've put myself through so much. Like, I've never trained like this before in my life. I belong with the best, so that's where the confidence is coming from, I guess, my training.
Oh, he's going for it, he's going for it. It's a tap. Wow. Gets around to the back now. There's got the inside, beautiful inside trip. Oh, straight up from the photography.
Yeah, it was rad seeing Nicky Rod and Cyborg flying through tables, you know, like, it was firing me up.
It was huge. Like, it was like one of the coolest tournaments we had been to at the time. The lights and the crowd. I mean, every time Ty went on the mat, you can just hear the crowd roaring.
There's a massive underdog, you know, blue belt, and you know, there's so many beasts in the 66 at the time.
Okay, so this is a very interesting clash of generations between Ty Rotolo against Bruno Frazato. Ty Rotolo competed, I believe he's still a blue belt, and one of the youngest competitors. Ty's footwork there in a little exchange was amazing. Frazato now catching Ty with the heel. Ty being coached by his brother, Cade Rotolo.
Look, more tack. Beautiful, Ty.
4 minutes, 45 seconds left in this match.
Okay, he got a dogfight there. Little Lucas Leite action going on there.
Very interesting
Yeah,
position.
but they're kind of like even each other. See, boom, and now he got the dogfight again.
Not letting go of that.
Yeah, see, that's right. Things. Oh, see, they might just score that just for the sake of it. Ty is really looking very mature. He hasn't really got any mistakes on that match yet, you know?
No, he's
putting the pace, he's staying away of the danger, he's doing all this, you know, this trap there.
He's an ADCC at a blue belt, right? Imagine him at black belt.
When you go into a competition fully confident that you've done everything you're supposed to, then you don't get nervous, you know? And not only that, the whole experience is better.
That was legit.
You know, I went into that competition knowing that there was nothing I could have done more before the match.
Amazing performance by Ty. Showed a lot of personality, a lot of attitude towards this fight. Ty winning the match, overtime for takedown.
When I was there, it didn't even matter how the competition went to me because I did everything in my power I could. I was already proud of myself.
Ty Rotolo defeating Frazato. Nobody can take that away from him.
No.
Rotolo snatching a single, getting Mantovani down to all fours. Mantovani's holding that position. Rotolo now trying to get the hook.
It's such a good position to be in, wrapping the hip. So
I feel like getting him down. I think Rotolo is on the cusp of scoring here.
Perfect. Come up. Beautiful.
Rotolo taking it to Mantovani here.
Wow. Look at that.
It's been all Rotolo. I really believe, you know.
Good. Look at this counter. Look at that beauty, mate. Oh my God. That is incredible. High-end jiu-jitsu right there, bro.
One arm around the neck. Rotolo, I can't really tell. He's got a rear naked choke on.
It's gonna be
Mantovani puts the hooks in as well.
It's gonna
escape. And Mantovani escapes. Rotolo picking up the leg.
I never seen fight. First time seeing fight. Honestly, like, oh, that was a Katanga over there.
Oh, beautiful choke by Ty Rotolo.
He's definitely on. He needs to sprawl that.
I think his head is just a little too high.
You know, he's gonna recover the guard here. That's the end. Rotolo for sure took that one.
Ty Rotolo is your winner here at 66 kilo quarterfinals matchup.
Winning those two matches on Saturday, you know, it was whatever. You know, I was like, all right, that was part of it. You know, like this is a result of how prepared I was, and that's where I was meant to go that year, right? I made it to the semis, and then I think I was the youngest to make it to the second day, you know, so it definitely fired me up for the next one. So, man, he had an amazing performance. You know, he took out Pablo and Bruno Frazato.
Even if he got through Pablo, I thought Bruno Frazato was going to be a pretty tough match. I mean, Bruno's a legend. That was amazing.
I told you. Good, man. Didn't I tell you that nobody could? You look good, bro. I'm so happy for you. You're a monster. You have such a bright future. I train this guy every week, man, and it's not an easy round. It's like you don't get Ty Rotolo with the easy round. You get Ty Rotolo when you want the cardio round. When you want to move for 10 minutes nonstop, that's the guy I go with. This kid teaches me stuff, and his brother. This guy too. These guys teach me things. They teach me things all the time, man. All the time. They show me cool shit.
It's mutual. This guy just, if you want to get headlocked, I just roll with him, you know. Any of my headlock defense, it all comes from this guy.
No one's going to guillotine you.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Kennedy.
Ty Rotolo all day. All day. Easy. Yeah. Not easy, but Ty Rotolo.
Sick.
That first ADCC for Ty, when he beat Bruno Frazato, then he had, I think it was Pablo the second round. That first day, I was like, holy shit, Ty's fucking going. And then what solidified it for me was that second day against Kennedy.
You know, two of the new generation athletes, obviously Kennedy and black belt. Ty went up with a pass attempt right away.
I always knew it was a matter of time. You have a bad performance, the guy can be better than you that night, anything can happen, but in my heart, I'm always like, these guys got this, dude.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, wow. Ty with the pass there. Temporarily, Kennedy recovers.
Hey, let's stay active, Ty, stepping on the legs.
Yeah, Ty really got to do something here, Ricardo.
Suck it up, Ty. Yes!
Ty with the submission attempt at the end there.
He's got gotta flip him over, you gotta sweep him over, get on top. It's hard to finish there. Walk underneath him, Ty.
Using the legs now, trying to close it up as well, trying to squeeze that pressure there on the finish.
Finishes this with a submission.
Wow,
they're gonna give him the decision.
Tai Rotolo has done it in 2019.
Absolutely.
Will that be enough? No, we're going to overtime.
I actually thought they were going to give him the win there.
So did I. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this matchup.
Yes, Ty.
Tai on top. Heavy on the sprawl.
Ty, listen to me. Sprawl that hip back as far as you can.
Looking to his brother Cade for some advice. Setting it up again is Tai Rotolo. Once again.
It's on. But he's a little too deep on that right hand. He's got to maybe pull that right arm just a little bit out and definitely roll underneath. He's got to move north-south. So Kenny's being very smart here. Tai might burn his arms too.
Tai Rotolo insisting on this. Looks like his right hand is just about out. He's almost just on his fingers for that grip there.
Yeah, he let go.
There it is. Trying to recover using the leg.
Kennedy with the pressure there.
Now, Ty's got some long legs.
Beautiful,
Tai with the knee bar.
Yes, Ty.
Second submission attempt for Tai Rotolo, potentially. Kennedy sat back there for an ankle.
Yep. Kennedy's turn. Wow, this is a really
tight
good
match.
It's tight. Like, see, no points scored, but it's been really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Right? Minute left.
60 seconds left in this matchup. Kennedy Maciel almost with the pass. Tai bridges and gives his back up. One hook
and
in.
Kennedy with the choke. This could be it. 45 seconds.
Kennedy has the rear naked choke
Tuck
on.
your chin, Ty.
Doesn't look like it's under the chin, but I think it's going to be enough.
And
it's so tight.
So high up there, he can't reach now.
Tai grimacing to the side there. Arm
side.
trap now by Kennedy Maciel. 32 seconds left. If he could just hold on.
30 seconds.
Look at the face.
That
He's
is
grimacing.
on.
Right
It
in
is
front of us
on.
here.
It's happening. Wow.
Kennedy Maciel wins over
win.
Tai Rotolo.
Huge win for Kennedy. But what a performance for Tai. I was already his fan. I think he just gained like hundreds of thousands of new fans around the world.
Such an eggy match looking back at it, you know, because it was the worst way it could have gone for me. I was beating him the whole time pretty much. It was like back and forth, but I was for sure winning. And then I got subbed in like the last 20 seconds, you know, so one match away from being the champ, you know, at 16 and blue belt. That would have been pretty crazy. There were so many opportunities, like Darcis he got where he for sure should have finished. They were completely locked done and he just had no squeeze. He starts going for like a knee bar, gives his back and he gets choked. And I remember just being like, I literally wanted to cry in the coach's seat. He won the fight and then lost the fight, you know. I was like, wow. So man, he had an amazing performance, and it's, again, we're thankful for those losses. He needed that loss because I know he's not gonna make that same mistake again.
He beat Kennedy up for up until the last 20 seconds and then just made a mistake and then it went the other way. But that alone, I was like, man, this motherfucker is just showing the world that he's the man.
I didn't realize at the time that he had one more match, but he did against Paulo for third. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, here we go again.
I think that might have been the match I was most nervous for because Paulo's guard is amazing. It was also just someone that I grew up watching, you know, the Miao Bros. I knew that was going to be such a technical match.
Paulo Miao representing Brazil. Regardless of what happens in this matchup, Tai Rotolo has made history. The youngest competitor in the history of ADCC to get on the podium. So even if he gets fourth place at this point, he has made history in our sport. With the legs entangled, really, look at the flexibility of Miao.
Yeah.
And nice count. Oh, and here we go. Tai Rotolo setting up the choke off the single leg again. Right in front of us. Miao now on a calf lock potentially. A lot of leg lock entries, more so to get up on top as opposed to just finishing.
Yeah. Look at this though. Yeah, Miao's coming up now and he'll get into a decent position. There he goes. Now he's in a very good position here. Rotolo's he's in on the leg, but he's got a lot of work to do here still. He should go now. Miao's actually put his knee back in the center of the body. Pretty tight.
Almost got the knee extended.
Yeah. Now actually had his leg in better position than what it is now. Now it's really nasty.
That was the first time in my life that I was feeling ligaments separate, and I had to keep going. He wasn't tapping.
And Ty's just, you know, he's putting everything into it. He's just like face grimaced, and the knee is just literally like, it's the most gnarly picture in all of jiu-jitsu, I think. That knee was completely fucked. I just remember the crowd going nuts.
I just heard the crowd like cringing.
And then even after that, put him in another heel hook after the knee bar.
That's a good bite on that foot.
And I know his leg's broken, and I'm wrenching on this heel hook as tight as I can, and it's popping the same way, and he's still not tapping. And if anything, he's like just looking at me like, I'm like, this guy's just inhuman.
Whoa, you know, and it was hard for Paulo to walk afterwards, and I was hoping that he was okay, but I didn't think he was.
It really looked like it was a tight knee bar. Looked on. Real's limping a little bit.
Almost had a winner there.
And then, I don't know, Paulo did what Paulo does and just gun beat his way out of it.
It was a good match. He ended up getting a win by, I think it was 1 point. I made a super bad strategic error, but it was a sick match.
Guys, what a match.
Yes.
What a match.
I thought I had a really good chance. I really wanted to make the final, and I was 30 seconds away pretty much with that match with Kennedy, but I was super stoked to be able to be in the comp. It was really good. I'm just looking forward to the next ADCC, to be honest, but it was really good. Stoked to be in it.
It was amazing. You know, it was unreal.
Cade was right there, right next to him the whole time, you know, feeling everything that Ty was feeling, I'm sure.
Sitting there in the coach's seat, seeing the whole crowd. I've never been in a stadium like that for jiu-jitsu. It's unbelievable. Seeing everybody cheering for Ty, and it was just a crazy experience. And after that, I think both of us were just so antsy for the next one, and we knew 100% that, you know, we were gonna come for gold.
I knew that all of their years of training and competing worked out for him. But this was his time to shine. I mean, this was his time to really show people that they were ahead of the game, and he did amazing. You know, I was proud. We were all proud of him.
Ever rub my head? Why do you? It's my pet peeve. There it goes. When people start rubbing my head. Why do you hate it? You do. I've literally rubbed your hair. You go, dude, what the fuck? Yeah. Look at my head. No? Yes. I vividly remember that. You look mad right now. Mad? You wanna fight? Yeah, let's go.
I can't tell if it's boys when they're all.
No, you don't play like that.
We're here at the Roots Costa.
I wouldn't say I'm a good mechanic.
We go out to some flat road. I bet you I can hit a pretty sick wheelie though.
No! We literally hadn't put on a gi for months and months and months, so our whole theory is like, we're just gonna do no gi in the gi, dude. It's gonna work, you know?
I think I can pull something out of the hat though, no matter what. I got something up the sleeve for this guy, something he hasn't seen yet.